In the latest installment of South Park's exclusives, specials, events, South Park goes where the show has never gone before. For those just catching up, Matt Stone and Trey Parker inked a deal with Paramount to deliver 15 different specials exclusively to the Paramount streaming network. With that in mind, on Thanksgiving morning we were met with an early treat, as the South Park post-COVID special left us rolling in our seats. With so much to cover and unravel, it would be minute to cover it all. So we picked 5 plot points that we think deserve to be acknowledged by all. I'm Mathew Shaffer.
I'm Joe Vernola.
This is your boy Scoop.
This is 5 important plot points to take away from the South Park post-COVID special. Brought to you by Suck My Balls, a South Park review. Suck My Balls is a South Park review with over 100 episodes of content and reviews in order. You can catch up on all of your favorite classic South Park episodes. Just download, share, and subscribe to Suck My Balls, a South Park review, on all of your podcast providers. Suck My Balls, a South Park review. Kick my badge.
I don't have to suck your ball before this day is over. You will suck that ball.
So let's talk about the first plot point. We got Stan and Kyle. And Stan and Kyle's quest to stop COVID and potentially try and bring Kenny back. Now, we saw in the post-COVID special that Kenny died in one instance where they pulled the USB out of his ass. But in the other instance, we did see him at the end of the episode reappear after going to the future. So does Kenny still have the impending power where he can come back from the death? Also, we've seen time travel take place before with Timmy. Also, where is Timmy? On that point, how are they going to time travel? Are we going to get the return of the Star Trek nerds? Did Kenny die from a COVID variant that he brought back from the past? Is that why he died? What was the final nail in the coffin that drove Stan and Kyle to the brink? What really ended their relationship fully? We saw in some of the Pandemic and Q special that they did have a little bit of a falling out, but unfortunately, we didn't get the full grasp on how it led to this. And was it really because of that last special?
Cartman's conversion to Judaism and his Jewish family. Will Cartman continue to coax Stan and Kyle into thinking he will help them, only to double-cross them and keep the current timeline as was heavily implied, thereby creating the necessary time loop to keep things as they are for Cartman?
No, kids. Fuck Uncle Cal.
Has he truly converted to Judaism and found happiness in his life, or is this all part of a 40-year-long con to spite Kyle?
Kyle, you really think I would spend 40 years of my life just to get a rise out of you?
Yes, I do!
Same old Kyle.
Has Cartman truly changed, or is this all part of a ruse to trick Kyle like so many other times? If it is a long con, are his wife and children in on the gag?
Minora!
Fuck you, Cal!
Hakim!
Here to talk about some integrity, its potential cause and effect long term on the antidote and necessary measures to prevent COVID. Now, do Stan and Kyle have to speak with a past version of Randy? Could future Randy create enough pandemic special to cure COVID? Or is he even going to try and create a vaccine to cure COVID? Or is he just gonna be greedy and try to grow integrity back again? Where is Towley in all of this in the future? When they go back in time, are they gonna be able to talk to Towley as well? And is China and Mickey Mouse really behind all of this?
Yeah, no, it was definitely the Chinese.
We've got a lot to figure out in the next common special, so sit tight. On December 16th is when it drops, so be ready to watch it. We will.
Clyde's shellfishness.
Here, my body is a temple, and I'm not taking that shit.
As we find out, Clyde Donovan is the only person in town who is unvaccinated, giving us a very Aaron Rodgers-esque "I'm immunized" when asked of his status.
5,
immunized.
An immunization protocol.
What will happen with Clyde and his shellfishness? Will it end up to work out for Clyde?
Yes, that is correct. Just a general sense of selfishness.
And what will the rest of the town do as they find out he's the unvaccinated townsperson? Could Matt and Trey be killing off Clyde Donovan?
It's the future, and we don't single out or ridicule anyone for their personal beliefs.
I hate the future!
And the fifth plot point,
Victor Chaos.
Victor Chaos, aka Professor Chaos.
Yeah.
So what might be the most sinister plot points? Who is Victor Chaos, Scoop? I mean, we have to believe it's Professor Chaos, correct?
Right? Because the numbers.
The numbers? Yes, as far as for what he's referring to as the cell numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The cell numbers being the debut and date of one Professor Chaos.
The last special, didn't Butters kind of start to go a little crazy in the first specials?
In the first specials, he was upset. The last one was really more about the Build-A-Bear, I think, right?
Yeah.
And like one of those,
He needed the Build-A-Bear.
he wanted because he was on the brink of
needed the Build-A-Bear.
he was on the brink of like going crazy. But we also saw him. What appears was he in the lab as Kenny's right-hand man, because they mentioned that Kenny, that when they call up Victor Chaos and they're looking to Victor Chaos, Victor Chows as they keep referring to him as, that he was the right-hand man of Kenny McCormack. And that's why they were trying to get a hold of him, that being Clyde and his shellfishness gang, as we heard about Joe talk about. But was he in the lab as Kenny's right-hand man in the picture, or Kenny at what appeared to be looking at like some sort of like diagram or telescope, as you saw there?
Butters could have gone a little crazy when Kenny told him his plan and what he was going to do. And Butters, probably being Butters, if it was, his right-hand man, I wonder Kenny did something to just set Butters off.
Interesting. That's an interesting point take. I would just think that Butters itself had ulterior motives with working with Kenny being the Professor Chaos, trying to take over the world.
Okay, there we go.
So,
all right.
I mean, that's what I thought. So, and of course, how did Professor Chaos end up there? Did Kenny place him there, or did he commit some sort of act of crime to get him in there? No one's really told us yet. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we believe is 5 important plot points to take away from the South Park post-COVID special. Of course, what remains to be seen shall be seen on December the 16th as that drops The Return, Part 2, and we are excited for that.
Can't wait.
Of course, you can check us out each and every week at Suck My Balls Pod on Twitter and Instagram, or just by searching Suck My Balls on Facebook if you want to interact with us. But you know, the great thing is we do a podcast.
That's right.
We do a podcast each and every week.
Oh,
Where each and every week, 3 guys just love to get a little bit of, under the influence, as we like to say.
Come escape and listen to some South
We
Park.
record and we listen to South Park in linear fashion. So check us out. Suck My Balls. Search that each and every podcast outlet if you like. We should be there. So whatever you're using. Our number 1 seems to be Spotify. So if you listen to us on Spotify, we thank you. Also check us out on, of course, Apple iTunes, Amazon, iHeartMusic, Podcast Addict, Amazon Music, and a litany of other networks. I think there's some in different countries that I don't know how to pronounce, so we're not going to butcher that. But thank you for checking us out. And thank you once again for another edition of a Shut My Balls review. We're out.
What is that? It's my bone! God damn it, Cartman! How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was... How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? Holy shit, dude.